or we can manage Jenkins.
Question is, what is a job?
Set of instructions given to a project.
Okay. Before that, what is the build?
A build means like it like piece of code. Build means
Build means piece of code.
Snapshot of
a
the
piece
code.
of code. Like whatever developer then build the software, then they send it to the DevOps team. The DevOps team then they create the build.
Like a peak version of the software.
Okay. Again, tomorrow I need what is a job and what is a build with an example. Okay. Right.
These are the different types of jobs are the freestyle project, pipeline project.
Okay.
Actually,
So,
Aarti, whatever the can I, Aarti?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, whatever the phases I mean, in the life cycle phases we give in Maven, they're all a sequence of tasks, and that will be run in Jenkins automatically. So those series of phases given in Jenkins is called job, Aarti.
Aarti, can
we
I
can
tell?
automate the process of life, software life cycle, we can say, Aarti. Like from starting to development,
Yes.
testing,
Right.
till deployment, we can manage the process through Jenkins, Aarti, by adding some plugins or
Yes.
In a
amping
simple
and
way,
One
can I
second, team.
tell? Can I?
One second. This question we will take tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, okay.
What is a Jenkins? What is a job? And what is the use of creating a job in Jenkins? Okay. What are the plugins we are having? Anyways, today I'll show you some few plugins. And yeah, so these questions we'll discuss tomorrow. Now, first of all, I will say that Jenkins, we can create jobs in multiple ways. We can have a pipeline. We can have a freestyle project. We can have only Maven integration. We can have Git integration and all those things. Now, the thing which we are going to do is a freestyle job, which means we are going to have a manual trigger. Okay. At the freestyle project itself, you can see the description. Classic general purpose job. It is a general purpose job. Okay. And we can execute our build steps. Okay. Followed by post build steps. Now, what is a build step? What is general? What are post builds? These all things we will see by creating one job. Okay. Now, this is the first step. So you have to enter into a Jenkins with the command. They will ask what is the command for opening the Jenkins. You have to say the command. Normally, by default, in which port you will run the this Jenkins 8080. It's not mandatory 8080. You can use other hosters also, but you have to give the port number, right? Then you have to come to the Jenkins where you can see these elements. Like you have new items, you will have Maven plugins, manage plugins. You will have all those elements. You have to have a look. Okay, so that they can understand you have used Jenkins already. Build history we have Maven, Jenkins, we have my views. Okay, so these ways you have to have a look of the elements in the Jenkins or widgets in the Jenkins. Then I want to prepare a normal manual trigger job. So simply you have to go to new item, click on new item.
yeah,
Okay, give a job name. Always give a meaningful job name. Suppose your project is Amazon, give that project name. Suppose you're going to do any okay, POCs I'll come later. So give a correct name. If you're practicing, give first job underscore practice or demo underscore practice. If you're going to give demo to someone on some other product, so product Amazon underscore demo or demo underscore. So you can fetch whenever you're having a multiple jobs. Right. Now go to freestyle. As we are going to have we are not going to set any pipelines. We are not going to do any multi-configuration, nothing. A simple general project. Go to freestyle project. Whenever you show or give a demo to the client or someone else, okay, always use the freestyle jobs, freestyle projects, because there will be no involvement of anybody. There will be no pipeline generated or created. So always use for the freestyle job, only for manual triggers. Manual triggers in the sense when you're going for any without any dependency of pipelines or multiple tasking or multiple projects or timely execution, all those things. So once after you open your freestyle project, it will take you to this
description.
sorry. Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed about general tab. Source code management means suppose you are trying to do something from GitHub or some other source code management, then you have to have this one. Build triggers. As suppose my job is to be executed at some kind of periodically times like evening or night or some kind of time has been set, or every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, we can go for build a trigger. Suppose you're having any specific environment where you have to keep your project and execute it, then we can go for build environment. Okay, automatically you have options like delete workspace before build starts, so the workspace will be acting accordingly. So these terminate a build if it starts. Suppose there is any issue or any problem while running this, you can terminate that particular build. Okay, without having any manual trigger. Manually, you can't go and give it in a stop the trigger. Just if you select this, it will stop your trigger. With and as we are using Jenkins, Maven, it's asking the option whether you want to use with and or not. Okay, so that all build environment options you can have. Before that, know what is build environment, build trigger, all these meanings you have in a general form. Then coming to build step, this is the main part where we are going to write from where we are going to connect this Jenkins. And then after doing, because we are using Maven, so we have to give all the details of the Maven to this build steps. Then coming to the post build action. So once our build is done, we have executed everything. What next? We have to show the results to the clients or to the audience or to the end users or whoever it is. For that, we have to go for the post build action, which will carry forward for the reporting systems. So where you want to store the reports, where you want to generate the reports, what type of reports, all the details will be stored in the post build actions. So the word itself mentions build steps, post build steps. Okay. Now, before that, for building, okay, we will come one by one. Plugins we will see later. Now come to general. Come to general. It's in the right hand side configuration. Leave the side. Or cancel it. Anything you can do. If you leave the site, it will take you to the dashboard. So come again with the same configuration. Below build now, you have configure, click that. No, not dashboard. Okay, now go to your job. First job, Jenkins. Yes. Okay, go to the
We didn't select anything, right, Aarti? Maybe
yes,
description.
yes. Go to configure. That's what I'm trying to say. Go to configure. At the left, yes.
Left side.
Yes, click on that.
It is slow.
So after this, first, as a tester, as a developer, you know what is exactly happening with Jenkins, and you know how to, you know, connect Jenkins with Maven or connect Jenkins with Ant or whatever integrations you're having, you know. But while giving or showing to someone else, we should make them understand that what we are actually doing. Okay. For that reason, we will be having the general tab. What happened, Mona? Is it coming? Is it exit? Okay. Anybody else? Okay. It's done. Fine. Now, so we have to showcase something to someone, right? So that's the reason we will be going with the general tab, which the main name itself mentions general. Generally, everybody can understand. So for that, first, what I have to do is, we know we have learned Selenium. Okay. So what are the things we need in Selenium is we need Selenium is a used for web application execution. So for that, we need browser. Okay. So we should showcase to the client in such a way that they can understand that using Selenium in these browsers, we can execute our test cases. Okay. Secondly, we have multiple layers of testing. In manual testing, you might have seen, right? So now we are doing automation. We are coming with the web layer of testing. We are doing the front end testing. Whatever you see through the web application is all the front end application or front end layer of testing, web layer of testing. Then we have API layer of testing. We have what we have is mobile layer of testing. I'm sorry, I'm saying the layers. I'm sorry. This is the web testing, mobile testing, performance testing, and security testing. Okay, we have unit layer of testing, component. Do you remember all those things, right? So
Yeah, the
to make
UI testing,
yes,
database testing, performance layer,
yes.
security
So those
layers.
are the layers of testing. Okay, these are the forms. Like we have web layer of web application. We can do mobile. Even I got confused. I'm sorry for that. So these testings we have. So we have to make understand the customer that we in this particular job we are performing what type of testing, whether it's a web, mobile, API, performance, security. Okay. So for that we need to give a general description. 2 pointers done. The third pointer is what else we can have? Any guesses?
Mm, like, where is the source code, Darthi?
Why we need to show the source code to the clients? We don't need to show the source code, right?
Okay, for the client
It's enough if we
purpose.
know. In the client perspective, in the end user's perspective, I want to show something. I want to explain something. So I have given 2 examples. Like my code is, I'm going to execute in the web uh, layer. Second, I'm going to use the browsers. Okay. The third thing. Okay.
Operating
So these 2
system.
general informations as of now we can keep it. For that, what we can do? So for that, we have to see the options available. Discard old build, GitHub project. As of now, we are not going for any GitHub projects. This project is parameterized, throttle builds, execute concurrent build. So as of now, we are not going to use any of these options, but we are going to use one option that is called this project is parameterized. Can you click there? The third option.
Yes, sir.
One
Add
second.
parameter.
Yeah. This project is parameterized. Apply and save. Okay, now apply. So always apply it. Don't save, don't save, just keep apply. At the end, you can save. Apply means it will be almost like saved. Now we have parameterized. Now, can you click on that add parameters? Yes. Now we can say that we have Boolean parameters, choice parameters, credential parameters, all those things. But I want to give a choice for my job. Like I want to give a choice that not only Chrome browser, you can select Edge browser, you can select Safari, sorry, Selenium, we don't have that. Edge browsers, Chromium, Chrome. So that choice I want to give them. Okay. I don't want to give it in true or false format. I want to give them a choices. Then next, what else we did? Okay, we can do not only web, we can go for mobile if they want, we can go for API if they want. So that choice also I have to give it to them. So that is why I'm choosing my choice parameters. I'm not giving any credential that if you give username and password, only my build will trigger. No. If you give true or false, no. If you give any file, no. These and all I don't want. I want to give the choice to the users. So click on choice parameter. One second, sorry. Sorry. Okay. So now, okay. Please don't scroll, Mona. I'm missing the context. Okay. Now, so we told that we are going to give the choice to them. Now, okay. First you write it as in that. You can write any name you can give. Layers you can give as of now. Give layers. Okay. Come down. In the choices, you can give web, WEB, comma. Always use some kind of notations, whether it is snake or camel or anything. Don't give all in the small letters. Okay. First letter should be capital if you're using in this form. So give web, comma, mobile, comma, API, comma, performance. Okay. Enough. Now come down. If you want to give any description, you can give, or else it's of your choice. No need of anything. Okay. Now apply and save. Save. Can you go to the job?
It was giving some error when Mona gave choices, Arti. Maybe multiple lines, single line, something maybe.
Actually, shame. Okay. Anyways, build with parameters. Can you go there? Okay. You have to give it in line by line. Okay. That is why it was showing error. As it is a drop down, always this choice parameters will have a drop down. Okay. Can you go back to your configuration once?
Yes,
Configure on the left side. Mhm.
Okay. Anyways, go to first job Jenkins for practice. Go to configure. Come down to choice parameters. Come down, please. Now just give next. Don't give in one line. Alt enter. Alt enter. Or else just give enter. Yes, API enter. Yeah, enter, apply, save. If you are comfortable that you have done your done your job, sorry, you can just go for save, else you have to go for apply. Next, now go to build trigger once, build with parameters, sorry. Okay, now open the drop down, click on the drop down. So this is the choice which we are going to give the end user or whoever is going to perform this job. If it is a web application, you can go for web. If it is a mobile API, performance. There where this choice parameters stands. Okay, but that might be a scenario. Okay, we can create one more thing. Can you go for configure? Lakshmi, can you help her in creating another build this one choice parameter?
Okay, I will.
Yes. So one choice we have created. Second choice, I want with the browsers. I want to give option of choosing the browser. Yes, Lakshmi will guide you. Mohana, can you do it?
Yeah, yes.
Aarti, from the starting onwards, we want to do.
No, no, no. Come down. Come down. Go to add parameters. Yeah, now you can guide her.
Choose parameters one, click on.
Sorry, choose. This is only.
That's okay.
Yeah.
She was meaning choice parameters.
Okay,
Okay.
give the name as browsers. In the choices, you can give a Chrome browser. Aarti, what I am saying is right only, no?
Yes, yes. See,
Um,
even if it
Alt
is wrong, no
enter.
issues. We
Okay,
can.
Alt enter. Firefox browser. Next, Alt enter. Edge driver. Edge browsers. So, not JE, not GE.
J only. This is J only.
EDGE, Edge browser.
EDGE.
Okay, three options are enough as of now.
Okay.
EDGE.
J.
G. GG.
Okay.
Mm.
Now apply and save. I think so. These okay. Just see what is the just apply and save. Go to your build with parameters. Open
The
that.
last.
Open the drop down. Okay. So in this way we can have the choices. So the user will come if they know about the product, right? So their application is a web or mobile. They know they will come here. They will open it browser. They will go it and they will build the trigger. This not only for a users. Suppose you're giving any demo to anybody, you can explain all these factors. Okay, but I don't want everything to be in the drop down. I want some other choices. Like I want a radio button, I want a checkbox, I want a drop down. In that way, multiple ways I want it. So for that, we have one plugin called extended choice parameters, which is coming from manage plugins from Jenkins. Okay, can you go to your dashboard once, Mona? Manage Jenkins. Plugins. available plugins, add the extended choice, just write extended capital E. EXTENDED space, yeah, 1 second. Now, if it is installed in your machine already, you can check in the installed plugins. If nothing is there, you can come and check in the available plugins. Okay, now click on the choice parameters, extended choice parameters. Yes, install. At the top, you have the button install. In this way, if there is a requirement of any type of plugins, you have to come over here, search and install for your Jenkins job, that particular job. Okay, done. Extended choice parameter is done. Loading plugin extensions also done. Can you go back to manage this dashboard, and can you go back to your job? Yes. Where you have to go now? I want to configure now. Yes. Yes. Can you please click that? Yes. Now, can you little bit come down? So this is in general because we have to showcase that. Come down, come down. All down. Wait, wait. When you click on now, add parameters. Click on advanced. Okay, click on add parameters. Do we have any other tab underneath there? Wait, wait, we got it here. Now you can see before when she started, there was no extent.
You want the Tarthi add parameters?
Before we started, there was no extended choice parameters. We had Boolean, we had choice, credentials, file, everything. Now we are having extended choice parameters. Okay, can you click on that?
What
Click
one,
on,
Arthi?
click on extended choice parameters. Click. Okay. Now, here, can you give the name as, again, can you give browser? I'll show the differences of browser. Or else wait. Okay, give browser. I want to show the radio button. So click browser. Come to multiple level parameters. Come down. Click on the parameter type. Can you click on the basic parameter types? No, click on the first option. At the top, you're having basic parameter types. Click there. Yes. Click on that. Now, I want to have only single parameter. If I want to go for multiple, I can click multiple. If I want to have radio buttons, I can click radio button. If I want to have check boxes, text boxes, anything, I can do it. Okay, now we can take this to check boxes, the browser, the same browser. I don't want in drop down. I want in check boxes. Go to that, click on check boxes, give the number of number of visible items. Suppose I'm having 5 browsers. You can give 5. If you're having only 2, you can give 2. Give the 2. We have 3, right? Give 3. Okay. Now, in the choice parameters, we kept enter and we did one by one. Here, we can give all in one line by using a delimiter. Like separate these browsers by any type of delimiters. You can give comma, you can give double quotes, anything. But most probably, we will give comma. So give a comma. It will separate each browser. Next to next line. Give a comma.
Next line.
In
Here
keyboard, we,
also.
yes. In delimiter, near M, we have a comma. Yes, correct. Now, we have to give the values to that visible items. So go to quotes value. Click on the checkbox quotes value. Choose for value. Choose source for value. Click there. Yeah. Give the values. Remove the quote value. We don't want quote value. We want choose values on. Click on that value. First option. Yeah. Now give the values of the browsers. Okay. But okay. If you give 4 browsers means only 3 items will be visible. Okay. So make a plan of how many browsers you're going to have for this job. Right. Now come little down. Down. So we don't want any choose source. We don't want any all these things, multiple levels. No, we don't want. Just apply and save. Go to your build with parameters. Okay. If we feel like I don't want drop down, I want checkboxes, you can go with this, and you can check any checkbox. Check on Firefox. So in this way, you can check your checkboxes and you can build your trigger. So this is all about general tab. You can try with radio buttons. We have multiple choices over there. So if you select choice parameters, we will have only one choice, drop down. But you want to have drop down radio button because there might be a scenario where you have to create yes or no. Okay, there might be a scenario you feel that only 2 is enough for me. I'm not going to trigger with any other cases. So at the time you can give a radio button. Okay, in that way you can give the values. It's not restricted that you have to give only 2. You can give radio buttons for 4 to 5 also. Right? So why I'm saying this is generally we will see radio buttons for any like gender or any other things in that way. That's the reason I'm giving the example. But nothing is restricted. You can have multiple choices with extended parameters. Parameters means these browsers, layers, all these parameters. Fine. So this is the difference between choice parameters, extended choice parameters, the plugins. If you want some other plugins, you can go over there and you can fetch it and keep it into your job. Fine. Now, this general tab is done. Okay. Have you all written your any Selenium normal codes?
Selenium Aarti?
With Maven build?
Maven is there, Aarti.
No, I'm asking any small program have you all written with any one normal login functionality? I don't want a very big one, a very normal one.
Recently, all my programs were
No
lost.
issues. Now I'm not going to. Okay, now I'm not going to show that. I want you. Now we have seen the differences, right? General we have seen. Okay, I want you to identify if I want to instruct my Jenkins to run my program which is present in my Eclipse. I have given you a small idea where we can do that. That is coming from build. Can you go to the configure? I'll just give you the overview. Configure. Yes. Yes. Now I want to build my Maven project. So I will give you a small idea that you can use build steps for that. Can you go to build steps? Yes. So over here, I want your project to be executed if you're using Maven build. Okay. For that, you can use invoke top level Maven targets also. Okay, that also I have set here because it is our Maven. So you can use that. So from here, your project should be triggered. I don't want to see your Eclipse. I want to see the Maven trigger in the Jenkins. That could be your
Java.
task for today. Okay, if you have Java code, also fine. I want to see through this. I don't want to see through Eclipse. Not only Maven, if you have a normal Java code is also fine for me. But I want to see the execution through Jenkins. It's not mandatory that you have to execute only Maven projects. Normal Java, hello world, anything is also fine for me, but I want to see the execution through Jenkins as a client. This is my requirement. I don't want to see a local machine. Is that fine?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, everyone, I want to see this execution, because if you are good with this, then only other things will be very easy. If you are good in this, fine. If you know how to connect Jenkins with your Eclipse, yes, then you're good to go with Jenkins. Then we have small theory parts like how to copy a job, how to paste the job, how to duplicate the jobs. These are very small.
Can we try for that?
No, now I don't have time. Okay, it will take us
Okay.
it will take some lengthier time for this. That is
Yeah,
why,
please.
yes, that is why,
We'll try and come back.
yes, if you try, our time will be saved, and little bit I can, if you are struck anywhere, we can join from there. There are a lot of YouTube videos available. This is a very easy task. Okay, so I'm giving you a choice also. Not only Maven, you can go for Java as well. A normal Java program with executable batch commands. Inform Jenkins, tell Jenkins where your project is, where your code is, and execute. Is that fine?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Then we can go for post build action. That is okay, reporting systems, that is fine. But you have to go for build steps first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So interview questions from Jenkins can be, what is CI/CD? What is CD development and delivery? Okay, the differences may be asked. What are the elements you can find in config tab? You can ask, they can ask if he is very new interviewer, to understand whether you have seen the Jenkins screen or not. Okay, and what is a job? Basic question. What is a build? Again, a basic question. What are the triggers we can have in Jenkins? They will not ask in this way. They will ask that whenever I want my execution to be done by night 8 p.m. Every night 8 p.m. What can I do? So you have to say that there is a build trigger or element present in the config tab that you can change it. Else, if you want to have this actions like whenever there is a change in my code, they will ask in this way. Whenever there is a change in my code and I want to execute it, what can I do? So change in your code, obviously you can go for any source code management tools. Okay, change in your code or something happened to my code, something related to that questions, you can say the answer as a source code management we have. We can go with that, whether you're using a Bitbucket or GitHub or as you, okay, and that is different. Anything else you can use with source code management. So questions will be targeted in this way.